Let's send it out to Chris Sadeghi to see how things are looking up in Denton this morning.
El Tashara, things are looking up. That's a good way to put it, because this ice slowly starting to melt because of the rain that came last night and then also again this morning. It's just kind of a slow drizzle right now, but I don't know if you remember yesterday, I had those blocks of ice. Again, I have one, but you can kind of tell it's starting to melt a little. I was able to kind of pull this one apart, so the ice is getting softer. That is good news. Lots of slush over there on the road behind me. It is spotty ice rather than that consistent sheet of ice we've seen over the past couple days. Now, over on 35, take a look at this video. We got this earlier. The interstate and the service road pretty clean, definitely cleaner than we've seen over the last 2 or 3 days. So that is the good news. I'm looking at it right now and I'm seeing cars go maybe not full speed, the full speed limit, but they're definitely going faster than they have over the last couple days. The other big thing we're watching with the freezing rain is power outages. Not too many in Denton, a little more than 100 since the last time we checked. However, Denton Municipal Electric, I should say, is warning people if they see a down power line, how to report that. Definitely you want to stay away, and they have their crews out to fix those if those problems arise. So things definitely looking up. We can definitely see the end over here in Denton. Right now I'm going to send it over to Tiffany Liu in Collin County. Are you getting close to the end there, Tiffany? Can you feel it? Are you anticipating it?
Absolutely, Chris. I can feel it, and I am feeling it because I don't wear gloves today. I'm not wearing a hat today. It's feeling really great. But yes, like you mentioned, there is still some nastiness. You can see there is slush on the ground. It is wet, so you still want to take caution when you're going out the door today if you're walking or you're driving. I really do want to give a shout out to Walgreens. Has been open 24/7, people working there, and you know we have to get things from the pharmacy when we need. Mark over here at 7-Eleven, wonderful, been open this entire time when so many of us stayed at home or just needed some food to eat. They stayed open. There are so many essential workers that we absolutely want to thank. Obviously, the firefighters here in McKinney, they added extra paramedics to their crews. Also, dispatchers in Plano, they spent nights at work away from their families. There were essential workers in Frisco who had to stay the night at the hotel just to be there to answer the call. And as we were telling so many people to stay home, others had to go out for work. And of course, we're meeting so many wonderful people here today in McKinney where their work is just about to get started. We spoke to a tree service company who already has a really busy day ahead.
It's sad to see all the trees break because trees are breaking right now. We've had 13 calls already this morning, and trees are breaking, and the ice you can see on the trees, the ice is making them sag and they just snap and break. And it's sad because I love the trees and I want them to live. I don't want to have to cut them down.
Now, he told me that, look, you're looking at these trees right now. Some of these have icicles on it. There's one that is slumping over, but it's actually not bad to the point where it needs to be cut down. But he says it will be pretty obvious. You'll hear that snap, and you're going to want to call a tree service company and arborist to clean that up just to make sure it is safe. Let's send it to Megan over in Fort Worth. How's it looking out there in Tarrant County?
Yeah, Tiffany, and I gotta say, there is only so much white chicken chili that one can consume in a matter of 3 days before they never want to eat that again. So if you want to switch it up, if you want to head to the grocery store, I'm here at El Rio Grande in South Fort Worth. What can you expect when you do head here? Because there is a little bit of discrepancy between those main roads and here. So let's take a look at what people have been dealing with when they've been going to the grocery store. For some residents, finding an open grocery store has been the difficult task. Call ahead, see if it's open. But when you actually get in, a lot of the store shelves have been empty from folks, of course, stocking up before the storm, and then that delay in transportation. So staffing also might be limited today. And hey, if you are making the call to see if the store is open, why not just ask to see if they have the items that you need? And let's talk about that discrepancy that I mentioned earlier, because on those main roads, we're driving here this morning and they are pretty slushy. A lot of the ice that was there yesterday has melted, but here in the parking lot, you can actually see that there is a refreeze a bit. And so what looks like potentially slush is actually really slippery. The last thing that I want anyone to have to do is to make a trip to the orthopedic. So please be careful. Try and park as close to the actual store as you can get. And here's another little tip. Walk with your knees bent so that you don't have one of those slip and falls end up on your back. That is not good for anybody. But of course, that's the situation here in Tarrant County. I'm going to send it back to Mark and Kara in the studio.
Okay, it sounds like someone has a personal experience with that white bean, so.
Yep.